This match doesn't have anything to do with the World Heavyweight title situation, Taz, but I wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton made another appearance where he's not welcome.
Normally, I'd say you're just being paranoid, Cole, but after the last few weeks, I got to agree with you. Just keep your eyes on the match, though. If your play-by-play suffers any more than it normally does, I just might have to sit next to good old JR. Barbecue!
My name is Finley, and I love to fight.
A big Southern California welcome to all our Smackdown fans. I'm Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside in San Diego.
Big shout out to all our great fans in the 619 area code here. I love San Diego, baby.
No kidding, partner. San Diego couldn't be more excited for Smackdown action, and we couldn't be more excited to be here. What a counter that was! That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Let me tell you something. Finley, in my opinion, is one of the toughest SOBs I've ever seen in this business.
There's no questioning Finley's toughness or that mean streak that runs straight through him. He can be downright sadistic to his opponents.
Oh, God, cry me a river, girl. Fans, please. I'm begging you to man up. In case you haven't noticed, you got to do whatever it takes to win around here, and that's what Finley does best. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's...
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
Well, look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really gotta watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a...
Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from the turnbuckle. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you can cut this tension with a knife. Oh, man, here we go with the old top rope between the legs trick.
And this has got to be one of the most painful situations any superstar can find himself in.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Wow, great reversal.
When you think of how many years Finley has been in this business, it's amazing that he can still compete at the level he does.
No kidding. He's taking real good care of himself. He's in fine fickle, as they say. A real big guy is Finley.
I think that if one of these superstars succeeds...
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
Superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
But what you got to realize, to make it in the WWE, Looks like you were being paranoid after all. Orton didn't show face after all.
Technically speaking, Taz, it's not paranoia if they're really out to get you. And despite his absence here, I think you'd agree that Randy Orton has certainly set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton might not be in the World Heavyweight title picture at the moment, Taz, but you'd never know it by looking at some of the matches he's had recently.
That's one of the best ways that you get a title opportunity. If you can prove that you can hang with the champ and maybe get a little heat on him, it's only a matter of time before you're gonna be getting a shot at the title. And Orton knows that better than anybody.
I can't help but wonder what Batista's attitude is going into this match, Taz.
Well, obviously, he faces the champ on Sunday for the title, so he's looking to feel him out a little bit here tonight. Orton's the wild card, though. He's not exactly friendly with Batista, but you gotta figure he's done him some favors in harassing the champ.
And here comes the man who puts the World Heavyweight title on the line against the Animal Batista this Sunday at No Way Out.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to think about it, but this might be the last time we see him on Smackdown with the World Heavyweight title.
If he's going to keep that title, he's going to need to get to No Way Out in one piece. And that means he's going to have to focus on both his opponents tonight, as tempted as he may be to go right after Randy Orton. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smackdown, coming to you tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Deep in the heart of wrestling country, Cole. This crowd is fired up, and I'll tell you what, so am I.
An enthusiastic crowd and the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. You can't ask for more than that.
He dodged that bullet. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out when you make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover either. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this.
Look at him, he's just radiating confidence. And he's got a lot to be confident about.
Yeah, well, he looks a little overconfident to me, Cole, and that could come back to bite him on the you-know-what. I love hearing the crowd come alive. This is just dumb, Cole. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree, Taz. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz. He was one step ahead on that one.
This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a... We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make it popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. Oh, my, he's taking his opponent for a very uncomfortable ride here.
Yeah, he's like one of those, you know, those two cowboys who are in that movie that you like so much. What the heck was that called? I can't remember. Oh, God. The ref's on Dream Street, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives. What an impact! That's going to do some damage.
You're not kidding, Cole. That's gotta hurt like hell. Ugh.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
He slipped out of that one. You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him. This capacity crowd...
Okay, yeah, great. That's just great. Now, why don't you quit showing off and get down to business here?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he?
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. Where's the last... Oh, man, here he comes.
RKO! RKO!
Here's the cover. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
He's going for the cover, Cole. Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't free. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole. I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Kaz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating?
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
Tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on. He can get the pin right here.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. Oh my! I think someone's just been busted open!
Look at all that blood. These WWE fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
I think these
This could be three right here. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. The champ is taking out the trash. So long, Randy.
Whoa! Looks like we had a little preview of No Way Out going on here.
Oh my God! RKO! RKO!
That was a serious tactical error on the part of the champ, Cole. Just cause you toss a guy out of the ring doesn't mean, he's done for good.
And did you notice, Taz? Batista didn't do a damn thing to stop that RKO.
And why should he, Cole? He warned the champ weeks ago that he was going to have to fight his own battles.
What was that? Oh my gosh! Are you okay? Stay right there. Don't move. Help! Somebody help! He's hurt!
Player, it's Theater alone. I think you're making a big mistake by going ahead with this match after that attack. Now, there ain't a superstar in the whole locker room who'd hold it against you if you forfeited the title tonight. You've got the whole rest of your career to consider. Now, if you're gonna do this, you better do it smart and be careful out there. You're too valuable to Smackdown to suffer a career-ending injury tonight. Good luck, champ.
It looks like things just got a little easier for Batista in this match, Taz. After that ambush earlier tonight, I can't believe that the champion's going ahead with this title defense.
Me neither, Cole. And we still don't know who hit the champ. Who knows? Maybe Batista does.
Easy, partner. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble saying things like that without being able to back them up. I've got to give the champ credit for going ahead with this match, but he's risking a lot. You have to wonder if it's the best move of his career.
Yeah, but what's the alternative? To forfeit the title a month before WrestleMania? An injury's bad, no doubt. But that's a real career ender right there, I'm telling you, man. Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole. I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something. This is not where you want to wind up, hanging off the apron with your opponent in total control.
Oh, nasty chop!
He was one step ahead on that one.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stare at your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
Here's the reversal, Cole. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. It's so great seeing those athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, Smackdown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than Smackdown. Great reversal.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, we'll throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you know that you got to do whatever it takes.
What a match. The champion overcame that backstage assault and went on to defeat the Animal Batista and retain the World Heavyweight title.
That's a lot of fire and a lot of heart right there, Cole. That's the stuff true champions are made of.
And you know what else that means for the champion? Next stop, WrestleMania.
Let me start out by telling you that my family and I take the attack against you very seriously, especially considering that you are the World Heavyweight Champion. And to make sure it doesn't happen again, I'm assigning you a bodyguard, Bobby Lashley.
A bodyguard? Stephanie, come on.
I'm sorry, that's non-negotiable.
Champ, did you see who it was who hit you?
No, I didn't see anything. Whoever it was knocked me out from behind and ran.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there are only two suspects, Randy Orton and Batista. You and Lashley will be taking them on in a tag team match tonight so that we can keep an eye on everyone at once while we start our investigation. And speaking of the investigation, who do you think we should focus on first?
Hey, I want to know what you told Stephanie McMahon and Teddy Long, because all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of questions from them about what happened to you at No Way Out. Look, I know you probably think I had something to do with it, but you're forgetting that every time I've mixed it up with you, I've been man enough to do it in the ring, not backstage. And I don't care if you've got a bodyguard or not, because tonight I'm gonna take you out once and for all. And like I say, I'm gonna do it in the ring, between the bells.
I hate to say it, Taz, but it doesn't seem beyond the realm of possibility that Batista could have been behind the attack on the champion last Sunday at No Way Out.
He had the motive, that's for sure. Getting a chance to win the World Heavyweight title right before WrestleMania could make a superstar, even one like Batista, do some desperate things.
Considering Orton's behavior over the past several weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one who attacked the champ at No Way Out, but I'm not sure what he had to gain from it.
Sometimes bad blood is enough of a motive. Or maybe he was hoping to get a title match at WrestleMania from Batista. Who knows? It seems like Randy Orton has always got a trick or two up his sleeve.
The champion didn't seem to be too pleased to find out that he was being assigned a bodyguard, Taz, although if you could handpick your protection, you'd be hard-pressed to find a safer bet than Lashley.
Not for nothing, Lashley is just the kind of dude you want. Big, tough, ex-military guy, and as mean as hell. But as far as him not wanting a bodyguard, well, I can't blame Stephanie McMahon and Teddy Long for getting him one anyway. They need the champ at 100% for WrestleMania.
Houston, Texas is home to Smackdown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. And you know what? I've always wanted to say this. Houston, we got a problem. Actually, we don't have a problem because SmackDown's in town.
You've got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. No, never mind.
Nice quick counter.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Wow, great reversal. smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you can cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think
Sunny boy, if you like it or not. You think about chicks and whips, I'm on a yacht, don't lay back, sun in my face, just like Tony Montana, the world is mine.
I want to know exactly what you were up to at No Way Out when the World Heavyweight Champion was being attacked. So let's hear it.
Steph, you can't seriously believe that I do something like that. Look, our family's made this business what it is today. There's no way I'd tarnish my family name, or yours, by doing something that cowardly.
Actually, Randy, didn't your father make his name by mugging superstars with a plaster cast for Rowdy Roddy Piper? A backstage attack on the champion seems like it would be right up your family's alley.
Hey now, I don't need to stand here and take this. You're not my general manager. You don't have any authority over me.
The only authority I need is my last name. And if you're gonna take that attitude with me, you can face the champion and his bodyguard in a handicap match right now.
oh my, a handicap hardcore match against the champion and Lashley. I don't know if this is going to bring us any closer to finding out if Orton was the one who attacked the champ at No Way Out, but I think the champ's going to enjoy this nonetheless.
Yeah, even if Orton's innocent, and I have my doubts, the champ still got a few post-match attacks he owes Orton.
Good evening and welcome to Miami, Florida. Michael Cole and Taz at ringside for an unbelievable evening of Smackdown action.
Hey, Cole, this Miami crowd is all fired up, baby. They can't wait for the show to start, and neither can I. I'll tell you what, when this bad boy ends, I'm going to South Beach.
That makes two of us, Taz. And I know the entire Smackdown locker room feels the same way. So what are we waiting for?
These superstars are on top of their game.
Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring. I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he used it for, and that's all that really matters.
These fans have certainly rallied around Bobby Lashley, and it's not hard to see why.
Lashley just needs to stay focused and take care of business right now in that ring.
Lashley's made a name for himself doing exactly that, Taz, and I don't see that changing anytime.
Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them.
He dodged that bullet. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and